Number 1. This 1976 Ford Granada Ghia, offered at $6,000 and located in Vallejo, California, is presented as a complete and running mid-1970s luxury-leaning sedan that blends classic American styling with practical drivability. Finished as a Ghia trim model, it represents the more upscale version of the Granada lineup, aimed at buyers who wanted comfort and refinement paired with traditional rear-wheel drive proportions. The car carries a salvage title, which is clearly disclosed, and shows approximately 80,000 miles, suggesting relatively moderate use over its lifetime. It is currently registered, with the seller noting that it simply needs to pass a smog inspection, making it a straightforward path to road use for the next owner familiar with local emissions requirements. Under the hood, this Granada is powered by a 302 cubic inch V8, a well-known and widely supported Ford small block that offers strong parts availability and ease of maintenance. The engine is paired with a 2-barrel carburetor, keeping the setup simple and period correct while still providing dependable performance for daily driving or weekend cruising. The car is described as fully electric, indicating that the electrical systems are in working order, which is a major plus for a vehicle of this era. From a mechanical standpoint, the presence of a V8 in a Granada Ghia adds significant appeal, as many were originally equipped with smaller engines, making this example more desirable to enthusiasts looking for classic V8 power in a comfortable chassis. A number of recent updates and replacements have been completed, adding value and reducing the immediate maintenance burden for the next owner. The brakes, gas tank, and suspension have all been replaced, addressing some of the most critical wear items that often plague older vehicles. It rides on Avenger G/T lettered tires mounted to 500 Magnum Rally wheels, a combination that gives the car a more aggressive and period-appropriate appearance while improving its stance. These updates suggest that the car has received attention beyond basic upkeep, making it a more usable and enjoyable classic rather than a neglected project. Adding to its appeal, this Granada Ghia is equipped with a factory sunroof, a desirable feature that enhances the driving experience and reflects the upscale intent of the Ghia trim level. The overall presentation points to a solid, driver-oriented classic that can be enjoyed as is or lightly personalized over time. Priced at $6,000 or best offer, with the seller also open to trades, this Granada offers an affordable entry into V8-powered American classics, combining comfort, classic styling, and recent mechanical investment in a package that is increasingly hard to find in this condition and price range. Number 2. This 1951 Studebaker Champion Starlight Coupe, offered at $15,000 and located in Molalla, Oregon, is presented as a clean, well-kept example of one of the most distinctive American designs of the early 1950s, famously known for its bullet nose front styling. The Starlight Coupe stands out with its aircraft-inspired lines and wraparound rear glass, making it a true design icon of its era and a conversation piece wherever it goes. The seller describes this car as well-maintained with low original miles, reinforcing its survivor character rather than a neglected or pieced-together restoration. It is offered with a clean title and retains its period-correct identity, including original 1951 Oregon license plates, adding a layer of historical authenticity that collectors often value highly. Powering this Studebaker is its flathead inline 6-cylinder engine, a configuration known for smooth operation, durability, and simplicity. Both the engine and transmission have been rebuilt, providing confidence that the major mechanical components have already been addressed. The transmission is a 3-speed manual on the column equipped with overdrive, offering a more relaxed driving experience at cruising speeds and making the car more usable on modern roads. A rebuilt radiator with new lines has been installed, along with a fresh oil change and new coolant, indicating recent attention to proper cooling and lubrication. The car is described as running and driving well, suggesting it is not just a static display piece but a classic that can be enjoyed regularly. Mechanically and structurally, this Champion benefits from several thoughtful upgrades while remaining true to its original character. A brand new dual exhaust system has been installed from front to back, improving both sound and exhaust flow while maintaining a clean, traditional appearance underneath. These updates contribute to the car's drivability without detracting from its originality. The steering wheel horn cap is included, as well as a new old stock rear windshield glass replacement, addressing parts that are often difficult to source for early 1950s vehicles. The inclusion of the fourth matching hubcap further reflects the completeness of the car, avoiding the common issue of missing trim pieces that can quickly add expense and frustration for the next owner. Cosmetically, the car presents as an honest and attractive classic rather than an over-restored example. The paint is described as being in good condition with only minimal scratches visible in the photos, allowing the car to retain its character while still showing well. The headliner is noted to be in great condition, an important detail in a coupe of this era where interior materials can be costly to repair or replace. The front bumper is described as straight but needing chrome, which is transparently disclosed and gives the next owner the option to refinish it to their standards. Offered at $15,000 or best offer, this 1951 Studebaker Champion Starlight Coupe represents a distinctive, mechanically refreshed classic with strong originality, clear documentation, and the kind of presence that makes it stand apart from more common post-war American cars. Number 3. This 1969 Ford LTD Coupe, offered at $9,500 and located in Vista, California, is presented as a running project car that combines full-size late 1960s Ford styling with several unique features that set it apart from a typical restoration candidate. The seller is upfront that the car is being sold as is, reflecting an honest and straightforward approach to its condition and potential. While the engine runs, it is noted to run somewhat rough and could benefit from further inspection and tuning, making this a hands-on project for an enthusiast rather than a turnkey cruiser. The body is described as being fairly clean for its age, with some rust areas present, though the seller believes these spots can be easily repaired, positioning the car as a solid foundation rather than a severely deteriorated example. Under the hood sits a 390 cubic inch Ford V8, a desirable big block engine known for its torque and strong performance potential. It is paired with a 2-speed automatic transmission, consistent with period-correct drivetrains found in many full-size Fords of the era. While the exact mileage is unknown, the mechanical setup provides a solid starting point for someone looking to either refresh the existing drivetrain or upgrade it further. The engine's current running condition confirms that the car is alive and functional, even if refinement is needed, which is often preferable to starting with a non-running vehicle. From a mechanical standpoint, this LTD offers classic big block power in a platform that was originally designed for comfortable highway cruising. One of the more distinctive aspects of this car is the inclusion of a hydraulic suspension system. Although the hydraulics have not been tested by the current owner, significant groundwork has already been completed, including the installation of new solenoids and a custom-built switch panel. The only missing components noted are the batteries, which were planned as the next step in completing the system. The car sits on 14-inch spoke wheels and includes 3 good tires, contributing to its vintage appearance and reinforcing its custom potential. These features make the LTD especially appealing to someone interested in lowrider-style customization or period-correct modifications beyond a stock restoration. Inside, the interior is described as being very nice, a major advantage for a project car of this age, as interior restoration can often rival or exceed mechanical costs. The car was originally equipped with air conditioning, and although the system has been removed, all of the components are included with the sale, offering the option to reinstall it in the future. The car comes with a clean title in the seller's name, simplifying the transfer process for the next owner. Priced at $9,500 or best cash offer, this 1969 Ford LTD Coupe represents a full-size classic with big block power, custom suspension potential, a strong interior, and clear paperwork, making it an intriguing project for someone ready to bring it back on the road and shape it to their own vision. Number 4. This 1973 Chevrolet Chevelle Malibu, offered at $8,000 and located in SeaTac, Washington, is presented as a true daily driver classic that blends muscle-era heritage with practical, road-ready usability. The seller emphasizes that this car is not a dormant project but an actively driven vehicle that runs and drives great, making it an appealing option for someone who wants immediate enjoyment rather than a long-term restoration commitment. As a Malibu, it represents the more refined side of the Chevelle lineup while still retaining the unmistakable body lines and presence that defined Chevrolet's intermediate platform in the early 1970s. The seller also notes that 1973 is considered one of the rarest Chevelle years, adding an extra layer of collectability and uniqueness to this example. Power comes from a V8 engine, giving the car the performance and sound that enthusiasts expect from a Chevelle of this era. The drivetrain is described as strong and reliable, reinforcing its status as a dependable driver rather than a car that constantly needs attention. Everything on the car is stated to be in working order, which is a significant claim for a vehicle of this age and suggests consistent maintenance over time. The car is currently registered, insured, and equipped with collector plates, further underscoring that it is actively used and legally on the road, not sitting idle or awaiting paperwork. From a body and exterior standpoint, the car is described as solid overall, with some rust noted around the upper windows, a known and fairly common area for these cars. This rust is presented honestly and without exaggeration, allowing buyers to assess it realistically rather than discovering surprises later. The seller mentions that additional parts are available for extra money, giving interested buyers the option to acquire spares or upgrades to further improve or preserve the car. While it may not be a flawless showpiece, the Chevelle's condition aligns well with its role as a driver-focused classic that can be enjoyed regularly without constant concern over minor imperfections. The tone of the listing makes it clear that this is a serious sale aimed at serious buyers only, with no trades considered and no interest in casual inquiries. This straightforward approach reflects confidence in the car and its value within the current market. Offered at $8,000, this 1973 Chevrolet Chevelle Malibu stands out as a running, insured, and fully functional classic with V8 power, collector registration, and real-world usability. For someone seeking a rare-year Chevelle that can be driven and enjoyed immediately, rather than stored or rebuilt from the ground up, this Malibu offers an honest and compelling opportunity. Number 5. This 1968 Ford Mustang Hardtop, offered at $18,500 and located in Gladstone, Oregon, is presented as a well-preserved and highly original example of America's most iconic pony car, carefully maintained and finished to reflect its factory character. Powered by its original 200 cubic inch inline six-cylinder engine, this Mustang emphasizes smooth, reliable cruising over raw muscle, making it an ideal classic for relaxed driving and long-term ownership. The engine is paired with an automatic transmission and factory power steering, a combination that delivers effortless drivability and broad appeal, especially for those who value comfort and ease behind the wheel. Ordered new under DSO 74 for the Seattle district, this West Coast car benefits from a history that has helped preserve its condition, free from the harsh climates that often accelerate deterioration. The exterior has been professionally resprayed in its original lime gold color, and the quality of the finish is described as excellent, with a deep, consistent shine that presents extremely well in person. The body lines remain crisp, and the overall appearance reflects careful preparation rather than a quick cosmetic refresh. Both the front and rear bumpers retain bright, attractive chrome, adding to the car's clean and authentic presentation. All exterior glass is free from cracks or star marks, an important detail that not only enhances appearance but also avoids the expense and difficulty of sourcing correct replacement glass. The result is a Mustang that looks period-correct, refined, and ready to be shown or driven with pride. Inside, the Mustang continues to impress with a lime gold interior that retains its original patterns, a detail that speaks to both authenticity and careful ownership. The door panels remain in great condition, the dashboard is free from cracks, and the headliner is clean with no rips or tears, all of which are common problem areas on cars of this age. The interior presents as cohesive and well cared for, avoiding the mismatched or partially restored look often seen in classic Mustangs. These original interior elements create an inviting cabin that feels true to the car's era while still being comfortable and visually striking. Mechanically and overall, this Mustang is described as a true turnkey classic, requiring no immediate work and ready to be enjoyed as is. The original inline six-cylinder engine is known for its longevity and simplicity, offering dependable performance and straightforward maintenance. Combined with the automatic transmission and power steering, the car delivers a relaxed driving experience that suits both seasoned collectors and first-time classic car owners. Offered at $18,500, this 1968 Ford Mustang hardtop stands as an honest, well-kept West Coast example with strong originality, excellent presentation, and the kind of usability that allows its next owner to simply get in, drive, and enjoy one of Ford's most enduring automotive icons. Number 6. This 1972 Chevrolet El Camino, offered at $23,000 and located in Eagle, Idaho, is presented as a solid and well-sorted example of Chevrolet's unique car and truck hybrid, combining muscle car performance with everyday utility. The body is described as straight and solid, providing an excellent foundation that reflects careful ownership rather than a patched-together restoration. It wears a newer respray in a striking Corvette Rapid blue color, a modern performance-inspired shade that dramatically enhances the El Camino's already bold lines while still fitting its aggressive personality. Overall, the car is positioned as a finished and usable classic rather than a project, appealing to buyers who want something distinctive that can be enjoyed immediately. Under the hood sits a numbers-matching 350 cubic inch Chevrolet V8, a highly respected small block known for its balance of power, reliability, and ease of maintenance. The engine is paired with a turbo 350 automatic transmission, a proven and durable combination that delivers smooth shifting and strong street performance. Power is sent to a 12-bolt rear end with 3.31 gears, a desirable setup that offers a great balance between quick acceleration and comfortable cruising. The seller notes that the El Camino runs extremely well and drives with confidence, reinforcing that the mechanical components are dialed in and working together as intended rather than merely present. One of the standout features of this El Camino is its factory R12 air conditioning system, which has been properly serviced with a new compressor and dryer. The seller emphasizes that the air conditioning blows cold even on 100-degree days, highlighting a level of performance that many classic cars with modern R134 conversions fail to achieve. Power steering and a tilt steering wheel further enhance comfort and usability, making the car pleasant to drive in a wide range of conditions. A Grant Vehicle Security System quick-release steering wheel has also been installed, adding a practical layer of theft deterrence while giving the interior a subtle custom touch. Visually and functionally, the El Camino sits on BF Goodrich Radial T/A tires mounted on SS-style wheels, a classic combination that complements the car's muscle-era roots and provides a confident stance on the road. The interior is described as being in good condition, supporting the idea that this is a complete and cohesive vehicle rather than one needing immediate cosmetic attention. The seller notes that the Camino drives and handles great, suggesting that suspension, steering, and braking systems are all working in harmony. Offered at $23,000, this 1972 Chevrolet El Camino represents a well-equipped, numbers-matching, air-conditioned classic with strong performance credentials, modern visual appeal, and the kind of drivability that makes it enjoyable well beyond occasional weekend use. Number 7. This 1972 Ford LTD Country Squire, offered at $17,500 and located in Hillsboro, Oregon, is presented as a well-kept full-size classic wagon that blends vintage American luxury with real-world usability. As a Country Squire, it represents the top-tier trim of Ford's wagon lineup, known for its spacious interior, smooth ride, and distinctive long roof styling that defined family and highway cruisers of the early 1970s. The seller notes that the car is driven regularly rather than stored away, reinforcing that this is a functional, road-ready classic instead of a static showpiece. It has been kept in a garage, a detail that often contributes significantly to long-term preservation of both the body and interior on vehicles of this size and era. Power comes from a rebuilt 400 cubic inch Ford V8, offering the kind of torque and effortless cruising ability that made these large wagons so comfortable on long trips. The rebuilt engine provides added confidence that the most important mechanical component has already been addressed, reducing uncertainty for the next owner. To further enhance reliability and drivability, the car has been upgraded with a Holley Sniper electronic fuel injection system along with matching electronic ignition. This modern EFI setup improves cold starts, throttle response, and overall consistency compared to a traditional carburetor, making the wagon far more user-friendly in modern driving conditions while still retaining its classic character. From a driving and ownership standpoint, the seller emphasizes that the car is regularly used, which often indicates that systems are functioning as intended rather than sitting dormant and deteriorating. The LTD Country Squire was designed as a comfortable highway machine, and with its V8 power and modernized fuel delivery, it remains well-suited for cruising, road trips, and weekend use. The garage-kept history suggests that the exterior, trim, and structural components have benefited from protection against the elements, an important consideration for large wagons that often suffer from sun exposure and weather-related wear over time. Inside, the wagon retains its rear seating, maintaining its original passenger carrying capability and reinforcing its identity as a true family wagon rather than a stripped-down custom or partial conversion. The overall presentation points to a complete and usable classic that balances originality with thoughtful upgrades aimed at improving reliability. Offered at $17,500, this 1972 Ford LTD Country Squire stands out as a strong-running, V8-powered long-roof Ford with a rebuilt engine, modern EFI, clear ongoing use, and the kind of presence that makes full-size American wagons increasingly desirable among enthusiasts who appreciate both nostalgia and practicality. Number 8. This 1964 Dodge Dart 270, offered at $7,500 and located in Nice, California, is presented as a highly original and increasingly rare early 1960s compact V8 classic that retains its factory character and survivor appeal. As a Dart 270 equipped from new with the optional 273 cubic inch V8, this car represents a relatively uncommon configuration, as the V8 was an extra cost option in 1964 and was ordered on fewer than 10,000 Dart units that year. The seller emphasizes that the car remains all original with no modifications, preserving the way it was built and delivered when new. Its long-term ownership and storage history further reinforce its authenticity, making it an appealing example for collectors who value originality over heavily altered restorations. Under the hood sits the factory 273 V8, paired with the distinctive push-button automatic transmission that Chrysler was known for during this period. This drivetrain combination gives the Dart smooth, easy drivability while also delivering the added performance and sound that set V8-equipped cars apart from their more common six-cylinder counterparts. After being stored in a container for well over 10 years, the car was recently revived with fresh fuel and a new battery, and it reportedly fired right up, a strong testament to both the simplicity of its mechanical design and the care taken during storage. The car is described as running and driving great, making it clear that this is not merely a static project but a usable classic that can be enjoyed immediately. From a body and structural standpoint, the exterior is described honestly, with some bumps, scrapes, and a noticeable dent on the trunk lid near the center, all of which are documented in the photos. There are small rust holes present in both the driver and passenger floor pans, as well as a very small rust hole on the passenger side of the trunk floor. Importantly, the seller notes that the surrounding metal in these areas is surprisingly solid beyond the holes themselves, suggesting localized issues rather than widespread rot. These affected areas have been cleaned, treated, and coated with rust eliminator and paint, showing that preventative steps have already been taken to stabilize the car and prevent further deterioration. Inside, the Dart retains its original configuration, though the carpet has been removed, with the seller noting that replacement carpet is readily available at a relatively low cost. A new headliner was purchased some years ago and is included, offering a head start for refreshing the interior without the need to source hard-to-find parts. The tires are reported to be in great shape, further supporting the car's road-ready condition. Taken as a whole, this 1964 Dodge Dart 270 represents an honest, original V8 compact with documented rarity, minimal and addressed rust issues, and strong mechanical functionality. Priced at $7,500, it offers a compelling opportunity to own a factory V8 Mopar that still wears its history openly and provides an excellent foundation for preservation, light restoration, or continued enjoyment as a true survivor. Number 9. This 1953 Buick Special, offered at $14,900 and located in Costa Mesa, California, is presented as a thoughtfully updated classic that blends early 1950s Buick styling with dependable small-block Chevrolet power and modernized drivability. The car retains its unmistakable post-war Buick presence, with rounded lines and substantial proportions, while benefiting from mechanical upgrades that make it far more usable in today's driving conditions. The seller is upfront about the car's purpose and evolution, explaining that while it was originally intended for a more extensive build, it ultimately shines as a solid and comfortable cruiser. With a clean title and current registration, this Buick is positioned as a ready-to-enjoy classic rather than a stalled or unfinished project. Under the hood, the original drivetrain has been replaced with a Chevrolet 350 small block V8 paired with a TH350 automatic transmission, a combination well known for reliability, ease of service, and excellent parts availability. The engine is equipped with a 4-barrel Edelbrock carburetor, providing smooth throttle response and strong street manners. Power is sent to a 1972 Chevrolet Nova rear end, creating a proven and straightforward drivetrain package that suits relaxed cruising as well as regular use. The seller notes that the drivetrain has approximately 39,000 miles on it, offering reassurance that it is not a tired or unknown setup, but one with relatively modest use since installation. From a mechanical and functional standpoint, the car has been updated to support consistent and dependable operation. It features drum brakes on all 4 corners, newer suspension components, and a converted 12-volt electrical system, all of which contribute to improved reliability compared to a stock early 1950s configuration. The suspension updates help the car ride and handle more confidently, while the 12-volt system supports modern accessories and electrical stability. Together, these upgrades make the Buick far more approachable for someone who wants to drive and enjoy the car regularly without constant tuning or troubleshooting. Cosmetically, the paint is approximately 4 years old and is described as still being in great shape, allowing the car to present well without the immediate need for refinishing. Inside, the interior has been refreshed with a new bench seat and updated electric gauges, giving the cabin a cleaner and more functional feel while still maintaining a classic atmosphere. The seller also includes the correct fuel sending unit to match the new gauges, though it has not yet been installed, which explains why the fuel gauge is currently inoperative. Offered at $14,900 or best offer, this 1953 Buick Special represents a well-balanced classic with tasteful upgrades, solid mechanicals, clear paperwork, and the kind of character that makes it an ideal cruiser for someone who appreciates vintage style paired with proven modern components. Number 10. This 1966 Dodge Dart convertible, offered at $4,500 and located in La Crescenta, California, is presented as an honest and collectible mid-1960s Mopar project that carries both character and nostalgia. As a true convertible Dart, it already stands out for more common hardtop examples, offering open-top driving and classic compact styling from an era when small American cars still carried real personality. The seller's description is candid and personal, explaining that the car has been part of their life for decades and was even used as a learning-to-drive vehicle many years ago. That long-term ownership story gives the car a genuine, lived-in history rather than the feel of a flipped or unknown project. Under the hood is a factory 273 cubic inch small block V8, an important feature that adds desirability and performance compared to the more common 6-cylinder cars of the period. The engine is paired with an automatic transmission mounted on the column, maintaining the original driving character and relaxed cruising feel typical of these cars. The seller notes that the engine runs, but it currently runs hot and shows signs consistent with a possible head gasket issue, including sludge in the radiator and oil. This condition is clearly disclosed, positioning the car as a mechanical project that will require attention, tools, and mechanical knowledge, rather than a turnkey driver. From a usability standpoint, the seller emphasizes that the car remains fun to drive despite its issues, reinforcing that it is not seized, dismantled, or completely non-functional. The drivetrain layout and compact size make the Dart an approachable restoration candidate, especially for enthusiasts familiar with Mopar small blocks, which are known for their straightforward design and strong aftermarket support. While it needs significant TLC, the fact that it runs at all gives the next owner a starting point that is often preferable to reviving a completely dormant vehicle. This Dart offers the chance to repair and improve gradually, rather than starting from a bare shell. As a complete package, this 1966 Dodge Dart convertible represents an affordable entry into classic V8 convertible ownership, particularly appealing given today's rising prices for open-top 1960s cars. The seller openly admits a lack of time, tools, and skills to continue the project, making this a realistic opportunity for someone ready to take it on properly. Offered at $4,500, it is priced in line with its needs while still reflecting its collectible nature, V8 power, and convertible configuration. For the right buyer, this Dart offers not just a project, but a chance to preserve and revive a classic that has already delivered decades of enjoyment and memories. Number 11. This 1967 Chevrolet Camaro RS, offered at $21,000 and located in Santa Clarita, California, is presented as a solid, nearly rust-free first-generation Camaro that is being sold primarily as a roller, aimed at builders who want a strong foundation without paying for finished components they may replace anyway. As a genuine RS model, it carries added appeal within the early Camaro lineup, especially for enthusiasts who value the styling and identity of Chevrolet's first pony car generation. The seller explains that the car is being sold due to lost interest and is clear about the terms of the sale, emphasizing that this is a serious no-trades listing. The title is in the seller's name, providing clean and straightforward paperwork for the next owner to continue the build without complications. Structurally, this Camaro has already received extensive and valuable work that places it far ahead of a typical project shell. It is equipped with a new DOM roll cage, steel floors, and steel tubs, all properly installed and complemented by sound pads, indicating attention not only to strength but also to future comfort. Subframe connectors have been welded in, significantly improving chassis rigidity, which is especially important for higher horsepower builds. The car is described as almost rust-free, an important qualifier given its age, and a major advantage considering how costly rust repair can be on early Camaros. Aluminum door trim has been installed, along with new front and rear glass, further reinforcing that this is a carefully prepared platform rather than a stripped-out or neglected shell. From a suspension and braking standpoint, the car is already set up for serious performance use. It features new rear coilovers with ladder bars, a configuration commonly chosen for drag-oriented or high-power street builds due to its strength and adjustability. Up front, new disc brakes have been installed, providing a modern braking foundation compared to original drum setups. A fuel cell with a Holley fuel pump is already in place, eliminating the need to source and install these critical components later. These upgrades collectively save the next owner significant time and expense and indicate that the car was being built with performance and safety clearly in mind. It is important to note that this Camaro is being sold as a roller only, meaning it does not include an engine, transmission, shifter, exhaust system, wheels, or tires. Roller wheels and tires will be included solely for transport purposes if purchased without a drivetrain. The seller mentions that a 327 engine and turbo 400 transmission setup may be available in the future for a higher total price, but at the listed $21,000, this offering is strictly the roller. For an enthusiast looking to build a personalized 1967 Camaro RS with their own choice of drivetrain and finishing details, this car represents a strong, well-prepared starting point with major structural and suspension work already completed, allowing the next phase of the build to focus on powertrain and final assembly rather than foundational repairs. Number 12. This 1968 Ford Fairlane 500 is a really appealing classic that still carries a strong sense of originality and honest character, offered out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Finished as a solid and very complete example, this car represents a genuine survivor-style project that has recently been brought back to life after decades of storage. It retains its classic Fairlane presence with straight lines, correct trim, and factory details still in place, making it an excellent foundation for someone who appreciates originality rather than an over-restored car. With a clean Nevada title and showing under 100,000 original miles, it presents as a well-preserved driver that still has plenty of potential to be improved or enjoyed as is. Under the hood sits a 302 cubic inch V8 paired with an automatic transmission, and the car is reported to run and drive very strong. After being parked back in 1989, it has recently received a thoughtful mechanical refresh to get it reliably back on the road. Recent work includes a new brake master cylinder, new rear brake drums with fresh shoes, hardware, and wheel cylinders, along with new front brake cylinders. Cooling and fuel systems have also been addressed with a new water pump, thermostat, fuel pump, and an aluminum radiator, all contributing to dependable operation. These updates make it more than just a static project and allow it to be driven with confidence. The fare lane remains very complete and largely original, including its factory air conditioning setup, which is a desirable feature for a car of this era. It does not have power steering, but all of the glass is reported to be in good condition, and the car still wears its original wheels and hubcaps, adding to its authentic look. Inside and out, the car reflects its age honestly, showing the kind of patina and character that many enthusiasts prefer over modernized restorations. It has clearly avoided heavy modifications and still feels like a true late 1960s Ford. Cosmetically, the body is described as solid overall, with only some minor rust located under the rear quarters. This rust is said to be minimal and straightforward to repair, making it a manageable issue rather than a major structural concern. For someone looking for a classic V8-powered Ford that has already been revived mechanically but still leaves room for cosmetic refinement, this 1968 Fairlane 500 offers a balanced mix of usability and restoration potential. As it sits in Las Vegas, Nevada, it stands out as a well-priced, honest classic that has survived largely intact and is ready for its next chapter. Number 13. This 1968 Chevrolet Corvette 427 convertible, offered at $59,900 and located in Stevenson Ranch, California, is presented as a highly desirable and well-documented classic that has remained in the same family for the past 33 years. It is a true matching numbers car, retaining its correct VIN and original 427 engine, and shows just over 59,700 original miles, reinforcing its authenticity and survivor status. Originally finished in lemons blue with a light blue interior and a white convertible top, this Corvette represents a rare combination of originality, long-term ownership, and careful stewardship. Its history of consistent family ownership adds an extra layer of confidence for collectors seeking a car with a known and traceable past rather than an unknown chain of owners. From a mechanical standpoint, this Corvette has been comprehensively refreshed with a complete mechanical rebuild carried out during 2021 and 2022, using original OEM components throughout. The engine and transmission were fully torn down, rebuilt, detailed, and painted, with the Muncie 4-speed manual transmission receiving the same level of attention. Supporting systems were also thoroughly addressed, including the radiator, starter, water pump, and all associated hoses, belts, accessories, mounts, and bushings. The suspension and braking systems were renewed with new shocks, rotors, calipers, pads, and brake lines, ensuring the car performs as confidently as it presents. A new aluminized exhaust system with welded mufflers and chrome tips was installed, along with 4 new BF Goodrich radial tires, and detailed receipts are available to document the extensive work completed. Visually, the car presents with a distinctive and tasteful appearance that blends originality with subtle customization. While it was originally lemons blue, the Corvette was repainted in 1990 in a striking 1980 Corvette red, giving it a bold and timeless presence. All 4 wheel wells have been seamlessly custom flared by a well-known fiberglass fabricator, a modification that was professionally executed and integrates cleanly into the body lines. In April 2024, a new Al-Nock vinyl convertible top and complete weather strip kit were installed, refreshing the exterior and improving overall fit and finish. These updates enhance both the aesthetics and usability of the car while respecting its classic Corvette character. Inside, the Corvette continues to balance originality with thoughtful updates. The radio has been replaced with a Kenwood Corvette-style retro unit to provide improved functionality, while the original AM/FM radio is included separately and stored in a box, preserving originality for future owners. The car comes with many extra parts, including original trim pieces and additional components, further adding to its value and completeness. Taken together, this 1968 Corvette 427 convertible offers matching numbers, extensive mechanical restoration, documented history, tasteful upgrades, and long-term family ownership, making it a compelling opportunity for collectors or enthusiasts seeking a well-sorted big block C3 Corvette with strong provenance. Number 14. This 1972 Ford Mustang Fastback Mach 1 Tribute, offered at $39,500 and located in Ontario, California, is presented as a strong and visually striking classic that captures the aggressive spirit of the original Mach 1 models while remaining honest about its tribute status. Built from a Q-Code 351 Cobra jet car, this Mustang carries a desirable factory performance pedigree that adds credibility beyond simple cosmetic upgrades. The fastback body style is paired with the unmistakable Mach 1-inspired appearance, giving it the muscular presence that defined early 1970s Mustangs. Finished in gold glow metallic, the car stands out with a period-correct color that complements its bold styling and reinforces its classic muscle-era character. Under the hood, this Mustang is equipped with the sought-after 351 Cobra jet engine, backed by an automatic transmission, making it both powerful and approachable for cruising or regular enjoyment. Factory-style power steering and power disc brakes are included, significantly improving drivability and safety compared to more basic configurations. The car is also equipped with air conditioning, a highly desirable feature that adds comfort and usability, especially in warmer climates. These mechanical and comfort features work together to create a Mustang that is not only visually impressive, but also practical for real-world driving rather than being limited to occasional shows. The exterior presentation is enhanced by classic Mach 1 tribute details that are immediately recognizable to enthusiasts. NASA-style hood scoops dominate the hood and give the car an aggressive, performance-focused look that aligns perfectly with its Cobra jet roots. The fastback roofline flows cleanly into the rear of the car, emphasizing the long, low stance that made these Mustangs icons of the era. The gold glow metallic paint ties the entire package together, offering a finish that is both eye-catching and faithful to early 1970s Ford color palettes. Overall, the exterior reflects a careful balance between authenticity and tribute styling, appealing to those who appreciate the Mach 1 look without the premium price of an original example. Inside, the car is equipped with a desirable rally gauge package, adding both visual interest and functional instrumentation that enhances the driving experience. The interior configuration supports the car's performance-oriented theme while maintaining comfort and classic Mustang styling cues. This Mustang is offered with a straightforward sale approach, with no trades considered, making it clear that it is being marketed to a serious buyer who understands its value and appeal. As a Q-Code 351 Cobra jet-based Mach 1 tribute with strong options, bold styling, and desirable mechanical features, this 1972 Mustang represents a compelling blend of performance heritage, visual impact, and everyday usability. Number 15. This 1969 Dodge Dart, offered at $20,000 and located in Morgan Hill, California, is presented as a thoughtfully built and extensively upgraded classic muscle-era compact that blends vintage Mopar character with modern performance and comfort enhancements. Rather than being a basic restoration, this Dart has clearly been developed as a driver-focused car, with careful attention paid to suspension, braking, steering, and drivability upgrades throughout. The foundation is a clean and solid Dart platform that retains its classic lines while benefiting from numerous contemporary components designed to improve handling, reliability, and everyday usability. With the title in hand and the seller open to reasonable offers, this Dart is positioned as a turnkey enthusiast build rather than a project needing completion. Power comes from a 5.2 Magnum V8, paired with a desirable A833 overdrive 4-speed manual transmission, offering a true driver's experience with the added benefit of relaxed highway cruising. The engine is supported by a serpentine belt setup and an aluminum radiator with an electric fan for improved cooling efficiency. Fuel delivery and ignition have been modernized with a Holley Sniper 2 fuel injection system and Hyperspark ignition, providing quick starts, smooth throttle response, and consistent performance. Vintage air conditioning is also installed and confirmed to blow cold, making this Dart comfortable to drive even in warm conditions without sacrificing its classic feel. The chassis and suspension have been comprehensively upgraded using high-quality components to dramatically improve handling and road manners. A QA1 tubular K-member anchors the front end, complemented by QA1 upper and lower control arms, QA1 front and rear shocks, and a QA1 front sway bar. Out back, new Mopar leaf springs support the rear suspension, while the 8 1/4 rear end with a 3.22 open ratio provides a balanced mix of street performance and cruising capability. Stopping power has been significantly improved with Wilwood front disc brakes, rear disc brakes, a Wilwood hydraulic clutch master and slave setup, and a Wilwood parking brake system. Steering feel and precision are enhanced with a Borgeson power steering box and matching steering coupler, transforming the driving experience compared to stock configurations. Inside, the Dart features a blend of comfort, performance, and modern convenience upgrades that make it enjoyable for regular use. Pro Car bucket seats provide improved support, while aftermarket tachometer, oil pressure, and temperature gauges give the driver clear engine monitoring. A retro sound Bluetooth stereo is installed, paired with a 12-inch woofer in the trunk and an amplifier mounted under the seat for a clean yet powerful audio setup. Additional touches include LED lighting throughout, jegs wheels size 17 by 7 in front and 17 by 8 in the rear, and a Charger-style pop-up gas cap that adds a distinctive Mopar visual cue. The sale also includes a substantial collection of uninstalled upgrade parts such as LED circuit board taillights, new taillight lenses, a turn signal return mechanism, and a headliner with all bows, adding further value and flexibility for the next owner to personalize the car even more. Number 16. This 1974 Chevrolet Corvette convertible, offered at $35,750 and located in Auburn, Washington, is presented as a highly original and well-preserved example of America's iconic sports car, carrying significant historical importance as the final year for the legendary 454 big block engine. With just 41,000 miles showing, this Corvette is described as a true numbers-matching car, retaining its original drivetrain and core components, which is increasingly rare for mid-1970s Corvettes. The seller emphasizes that this is a serious offering aimed at genuine buyers, positioning the car as an honest, well-kept classic rather than a modified or pieced-together example. As a convertible, it combines open-top cruising with big block muscle, making it especially desirable among collectors and enthusiasts alike. Under the hood sits the original 454 cubic inch big block V8, marking this car as the last of an era before emissions and fuel economy regulations fully reshaped Corvette performance. Paired with an automatic transmission, the drivetrain is described as running and driving with no mechanical issues, offering smooth power delivery and effortless cruising. The numbers-matching status adds substantial credibility and long-term value, as originality is one of the most critical factors for collectors evaluating classic Corvettes. This car is not presented as a project or a work in progress, but rather as a turnkey classic that can be driven and enjoyed immediately while still maintaining its investment-grade appeal. Condition is described as excellent, particularly considering the car's age of over 5 decades. The seller notes that the Corvette remains in all original form, suggesting that the body, interior, and mechanical systems have been preserved rather than heavily altered or modernized. For a 51-year-old vehicle, this level of condition speaks to careful ownership and proper maintenance over the years. The relatively low mileage further supports the impression that this Corvette has not been subjected to excessive wear, abuse, or neglect, allowing it to retain the character and feel that Chevrolet intended when it left the factory in 1974. From a market perspective, this Corvette occupies a very appealing niche, combining low mileage, originality, numbers-matching credentials, and the final year 454 big block distinction in one package. The seller is clear about terms, noting that the only trade that would be considered is a Jeep Wrangler Rubicon JK, otherwise positioning this as a straightforward sale. For buyers seeking a classic Corvette that offers both strong performance heritage and collectible integrity, this 1974 convertible stands out as a well-documented, honest example that can be confidently enjoyed today while continuing to appreciate as one of the last big block Corvettes ever produced. Number 17. This 1966 Ford Fairlane GTA, offered at $64,500 and located in Gladstone, Oregon, is presented as a fully restored and extensively upgraded example of Ford's mid-size muscle icon, transformed into a serious high-performance street machine while retaining its authentic GTA pedigree. Originally a real factory GTA that came equipped with a 390 V8, this car has since undergone a complete rotisserie restoration, elevating it far beyond stock while preserving its identity and desirability. The result is a turnkey Fairlane that combines classic muscle-era styling with modernized big block power, professional craftsmanship, and a level of detail that reflects substantial investment in both time and components. This is not a tribute or clone, but a genuine GTA that has been thoughtfully and aggressively reimagined. At the heart of this Fairlane is a true 427 side-oiler big block that has been bored to an impressive 460 cubic inches, fitted with aluminum heads and premium internal components to support an estimated 710 horsepower. The engine build features a comp roller cam, Dove roller rockers, and an 850 Holley carburetor, delivering sharp throttle response and formidable top-end power while maintaining street drivability. Power is routed through a professionally built C6 automatic transmission equipped with a properly matched stall converter, designed to handle the engine's output without compromise. Out back, a Ford 9-inch Posey rear end provides strength and traction, ensuring that the car puts its power to the pavement confidently and predictably under acceleration. Visually, the car presents exceptionally well, finished in Ford Tropical Turquoise with correct GTA white striping that highlights the Fairlane's clean body lines and muscular proportions. The paint shows excellent depth and shine, complemented by American racing wheels that give the car an aggressive yet period-appropriate stance. Chrome and brightwork were refinished by Bright Metalworks, adding a crisp, high-quality finish throughout. Underneath, the silver and black detailed undercarriage reflects the thoroughness of the rotisserie restoration, while a 2.5-inch Flowmaster dual exhaust system provides an authoritative muscle car sound to match the car's performance capabilities. Inside, the Fairlane retains its proper GTA appearance with reupholstered bucket seats, a center console, and clean interior trim that shows careful attention to detail and originality. There are no major tears or distractions, reinforcing the impression of a well-finished, cohesive build rather than a mismatched collection of parts. Build photos are included to document the restoration process, offering transparency and reassurance regarding the quality of work performed. Described as tight, extremely strong, and well-sorted, this Fairlane GTA represents a rare opportunity to own a professionally restored and heavily upgraded big block Ford that is fully completed, brutally powerful, and ready to be driven and enjoyed without further work. Number 18. This 1963 Chevrolet Impala SS sedan, offered at $35,800 and located in East Wenatchee, Washington, is presented as an exceptionally rare and highly original super sport example that stands out in a market dominated by coupes and convertibles. As an authentic SS sedan, this car represents a far less common body style, making it especially appealing to collectors who value uniqueness alongside classic Chevrolet design. The seller describes the car as super clean and in excellent overall condition, emphasizing that it is not a rough project or driver quality example, but rather a well-preserved and properly maintained classic. Equipped with factory air conditioning, power steering, and an automatic transmission, this Impala blends early 1960s style with comfort-oriented options that make it both collectible and enjoyable to drive. From a drivetrain standpoint, this Impala remains true to its factory configuration, retaining its matching numbers engine and drivetrain, a significant factor for originality-focused buyers. Power comes from the original 283 cubic inch V8, paired with a Powerglide automatic transmission, a combination known for smooth operation and long-term durability. The seller confirms that both the engine and drivetrain are matching, reinforcing the authenticity and investment-grade nature of the car. The presence of factory air conditioning further elevates its desirability, as a /C-equipped early 1960s Impalas are increasingly difficult to find, especially in such clean and original condition. Combined with power steering, the car offers a relaxed, comfortable driving experience that aligns perfectly with its full-size cruiser character. The exterior and overall presentation are described as being in outstanding condition, with the seller stating that the car is perfect, suggesting a level of care that goes beyond basic upkeep. As an SS model, The car benefits from super sport-specific trim and details that distinguish it from standard Impala sedans, adding visual interest and collector appeal without sacrificing the clean, understated lines of the four-door body. The rarity of an SS sedan in this condition makes it particularly noteworthy, as many similar cars were either heavily modified or not preserved to this level. Its clean appearance suggests it has been carefully stored and maintained, avoiding the common cosmetic and structural issues that often affect cars of this era. Offered as a serious sale with no interest in time-wasting inquiries, this Impala is positioned as a premium example for a knowledgeable buyer who understands its rarity and originality. The seller is open to a partial trade involving gold, up to $10,000 in value, with the balance paid in cash, indicating flexibility while still maintaining a clear valuation of the car. With its matching numbers drivetrain, factory air conditioning, super sport designation, and uncommon sedan body style, this 1963 Chevrolet Impala SS represents a unique opportunity to acquire a distinctive and highly preserved piece of Chevrolet history that is equally suitable for collection, cruising, or long-term appreciation. Number 19. This 1967 Ford Mustang GT Fastback, offered at $60,000 or best offer and located in Valley Center, California, is presented as a solid and running restomod that blends classic first-generation Mustang styling with modern drivetrain performance and documented California history. The car is described as a strong foundation rather than a fully finished showpiece, making it especially appealing to an enthusiast who wants a desirable fastback body with major mechanical upgrades already completed. It starts easily, runs well, and includes many extra parts intended to finish or personalize the interior, allowing the next owner to tailor the car to their own vision. As a fastback, it carries one of the most sought-after Mustang body styles, combining aggressive proportions with long-term collectability. One of the most notable aspects of this Mustang is its documented VIN history, which is clearly explained and supported by official paperwork. The car originally carried VIN 7R02C172358, which was reassigned in 1971 by the San Diego, California Highway Patrol due to a damaged or per condition tag. A new California Highway Patrol replacement VIN tag was issued by the Oceanside CHP on July 3, 2025, resulting in the current VIN of 7R02C17358CA. DMV Form Reg 124 is available as proof, providing transparency and peace of mind regarding the car's identity and legality. This level of documentation is especially important for California buyers and collectors, ensuring the car can be registered, insured, and transferred without complications. Under the hood, this Mustang has been upgraded with an LS1 Corvette engine producing approximately 350 horsepower, bringing modern reliability and performance to the classic platform. The LS engine is paired with a 4L60E overdrive automatic transmission, offering smooth shifting and comfortable highway cruising thanks to the overdrive gearing. A GM wiring harness has been integrated to support the drivetrain conversion, and a custom exhaust system completes the setup, giving the car a strong, contemporary muscle sound. This drivetrain combination transforms the Mustang from a vintage cruiser into a much more capable and responsive performance car, suitable for both spirited driving and longer road trips. Supporting the powertrain upgrades is a Mustang 2 front suspension conversion, along with front disc brakes, significantly improving handling, ride quality, and stopping power compared to the original 1960 setup. The car is also equipped with a roll bar and rear seat delete, reinforcing its performance-oriented character while reducing weight and adding a more aggressive interior layout. While the interior is not fully finished, the inclusion of extra parts gives the next owner flexibility to complete it to their preferred style, whether period-inspired or more modern. Overall, this 1967 Mustang Fastback represents a well-sorted restomod project with major upgrades already completed, clear documentation, and strong potential for someone seeking a classic fastback with modern V8 power and a clear path to completion. Number 20. This 1952 GMC Series 100-22 half-ton two-door pickup, offered at $1,200 and located in Oak View, California, is presented as a very early post-war GMC truck that is best described as a heavy project or parts candidate with significant potential for the right buyer. The seller is upfront that the truck does not have a title, which is an important consideration and reflected in the pricing, and notes that it will require substantial work to be made roadworthy again. As it sits, this GMC represents a raw starting point for someone looking to build a traditional hot rod, shop truck, or restoration project, or alternatively to use it as a donor for parts. The honest description and "make me an offer" approach underline that this is a no-nonsense sale aimed at someone who understands what they are getting into. From a drivetrain perspective, the truck retains its original 4-speed Muncie transmission, which is a desirable period-correct component for enthusiasts who appreciate vintage truck mechanicals. The seller also has an engine available for an additional fee, consisting of a mildly built 292 cubic inch inline-six that was removed from a 1960s Chevrolet truck. While this engine is not original to the vehicle, it is a well-known and respected inline-six platform that offers significantly more displacement and torque than the factory 1952 engine, making it an attractive upgrade for a period-style build. The option to purchase the truck with or without this engine gives the buyer flexibility, whether they want a rolling chassis, a parts base, or a starting point with a usable power plant. Structurally and mechanically, this GMC is clearly in a state that requires full recommissioning or restoration. The electrical system is described as completely gone, meaning there is no functioning wiring currently in place. However, the seller does have a painless wiring harness available for an additional fee, which could significantly simplify the electrical side of a future rebuild. This inclusion, even as an option, suggests that the truck could be brought back with modern, reliable wiring rather than piecing together a system from scratch. Given the age of the truck and its condition, a buyer should expect to address brakes, fuel system, suspension, and general safety items before any road use. Overall, this 1952 GMC pickup is positioned as a budget-friendly entry into classic truck ownership for someone with the skills, space, and vision to take on a serious project. The lack of a title, missing electrical system, and need for extensive work make it unsuitable for a casual buyer, but those same factors create an opportunity for a builder who wants an affordable foundation for a custom build or period-correct restoration. With its original 4-speed transmission, optional inline-six engine, and the availability of a modern wiring harness, this truck offers the bones of a classic GMC at a price point that leaves room in the budget for significant investment and creativity. Thanks for tuning in to our list of 20 cheap classic cars for sale from the marketplace. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button, drop a comment below, and subscribe to Cheap Classic Cars for more great deals. Don't forget to share this video with fellow classic car enthusiasts.